Americans are getting robbed blind in the SUV market right now. The average family is shelling out nearly $50,000 for new SUVs in 2025, almost a full year's salary for many people. And what are they getting in return? Overpriced, underbuilt, rolling disasters designed to fail the minute your warranty expires. While manufacturers flood the airwaves with commercials showing happy families and indestructible vehicles conquering mountain passes, the brutal reality is that today's SUVs are engineering catastrophes deliberately designed to maximize profits while minimizing durability. They're built to impress you at the dealership, not to last. We've analyzed the latest Consumer Reports reliability data, and what we found will make your blood boil. Manufacturers are knowingly shipping vehicles with defective engines, transmission problems they've known about for years, and electrical systems so poorly designed that mechanics can predict exactly when they'll fail. Yet they keep charging record prices while delivering record disappointment. Today, we're exposing the 12 most unreliable SUVs of 2025, vehicles so problematic that only a complete fool would sign the loan papers. And we're naming names, giving you the unfiltered truth about which brands are selling automotive garbage at luxury prices. What's truly infuriating about these unreliable SUVs isn't just their mechanical problems, it's the calculated corporate deception behind them. These aren't random failures or unlucky manufacturing defects. They represent deliberate cost-cutting decisions made in boardrooms where executives choose profits over quality every single time. The most shocking part? Many of these SUVs come from the same parent companies, using identical engines and transmissions across different brands, meaning the same catastrophic failures appear in vehicles ranging from $30,000 to $90,000. You're paying for a premium badge while getting the same junk underneath. Even more disgusting, several manufacturers on our list have known about these critical flaws for years, often through multiple generations of the same vehicle. Yet they continue selling them to unsuspecting families without addressing the root causes. When the inevitable failures occur, these companies fight warranty claims with teams of lawyers while their customers get stuck with repair bills that can exceed $10,000. 12. Jeep Compass. Reliability score, 33 out of 100. The 2025 Jeep Compass looks rugged and capable on the outside, but underneath that tough exterior lies 8-year-old engineering that Stellantis refuses to properly update. At a starting price around $31,000, you're paying for outdated technology wrapped in a fresh-looking shell. The Compass continues to suffer from chronic oil consumption issues, a problem Jeep has known about for years but refuses to properly address. Owners report their engines burning through oil at alarming rates, sometimes a quart every 1,000 miles, with the company's solution being to tell customers this is within normal specifications. The turbocharged engine exhibits dangerous power loss, especially in hot weather when you need performance the most. Transmission problems include jerky shifts and premature clutch wear that can leave you stranded, and facing repair bills that often exceed $3,000. Then there's the infotainment system. Jeep's Uconnect may look slick in the showroom, but owners report frequent freezes, random reboots, and safety features that simply stop working without warning. One owner's experience sums it up perfectly. I was pissed when my engine burned through all the oil in just a few weeks, but when the dealer told me this was normal, I knew I'd been scammed. Want a reliable compact SUV instead? The Toyota RAV4 and Mazda CX-5 both score above 80 on Consumer Reports reliability scale while offering better build quality and stronger resale value. 11. Chevrolet Blazer. Reliability score, 32 out of 100. General Motors wants you to believe the Blazer is a sporty Camaro-inspired midsize SUV worth its $37,000 starting price. The reality? It's an overpriced, under-engineered nightmare with a reliability score that should embarrass everyone at GM. Owners report terrifying engine stalling issues, often in traffic or at highway speeds, tied to fuel system glitches and faulty sensors that GM has failed to properly address. Think about that. Your $37,000 SUV could randomly shut down while you're merging onto the highway with your family inside. Transmission problems plague the Blazer as well, with hard shifting, hesitation, and even premature failure reported by owners. What's most infuriating is that GM has known about many of these issues since the current generation launched in 2019, yet continues selling the same problematic powertrains year after year. Even GM's own technicians acknowledge the problems. One GM tech admitted, "Worst problem I've seen is a few bad turbos, but they're all covered under warranty." Sure, until they're not. Once that warranty expires, you're looking at repair bills exceeding $5,000. The Blazer earned a pathetic 32 out of 100 reliability score from Consumer Reports, making it one of the year's most unreliable midsize SUVs. If you value your sanity and your savings account, look at the Honda Passport or Hyundai Santa Fe instead. Both offer superior reliability and better value. 10. GMC Yukon. Reliability score, 31 out of 100. The GMC Yukon projects an image of premium American luxury, with a price tag to match, starting around $60,000 and climbing to $90,000 for loaded Denali models. For that kind of money, you deserve flawless reliability. Instead, you're getting a mechanical disaster waiting to happen. The Yukon's 6.2-liter V8 engine has become notorious for lifter and bearing failures linked to its active fuel management system. When these components fail, and mechanics report they often do, you're facing a full engine replacement that can cost over $15,000. Yes, you read that right. $15,000 to fix an engine defect that GMC has known about for years. Transmission issues also plague the Yukon, with owners reporting slipping, harsh shifting, and erratic behavior. Problems that typically appear right after the warranty expires. Meanwhile, an active recall covers certain 2021 to 2024 Yukons for manufacturing defects in the connecting rod or crankshaft that can trigger catastrophic engine failure. That's the kind of premium quality you're paying for. Electrical gremlins round out the Yukon's problems, from infotainment glitches to safety system failures. One frustrated owner reported, "My $90,000 Yukon Denali spent more time at the dealership in its first year than in my driveway. Never again." Consumer Reports gave the 2025 Yukon a dismal reliability score of just 31 out of 100, putting this full-size SUV near the bottom of the reliability rankings. If you need a large, capable SUV, the Toyota Sequoia offers substantially better reliability and will still be running long after the Yukon has been towed to the junkyard. 9. Chevrolet Tahoe. Reliability score, 31 out of 100. The Chevrolet Tahoe may wear different badges than its corporate cousin, the GMC Yukon, but underneath they're virtually identical, sharing the same platform, engines, and unfortunately, the same crippling reliability problems. Owners report frequent electrical issues, including infotainment systems that freeze or reboot while driving, safety sensors that trigger false alarms, and dashboard displays that simply go dark without warning. More concerning are the powertrain problems, particularly with the 6.2-liter V8's lifter and bearing failures that can destroy engines with less than 50,000 miles. What's most outrageous is that GM charges premium prices. The Tahoe starts around $55,000 and climbs past $70,000 fully loaded for vehicles with below-average reliability scores. They're essentially asking you to pay luxury prices for substandard engineering, then act surprised when their vehicles fail. Consumer Reports gave the 2025 Tahoe a reliability score of just 31 out of 100, making it one of the least dependable full-size SUVs available today. Your hard-earned money deserves better. Consider the Toyota Sequoia or even the Ford Expedition, both of which offer superior reliability ratings. 8. Dodge Hornet FEV. Reliability score 30 out of 100. The Dodge Hornet tries to hide its true identity. It's essentially a rebadged Alfa Romeo Tonale with some Dodge styling cues slapped on. This Italian-American hybrid starts in the mid-$30,000 range but can climb to nearly $50,000 for the plug-in hybrid version. That's a lot of money for a compact SUV with a reliability score that would embarrass most manufacturers. The hybrid system has proven particularly problematic, with owners reporting weak power delivery, constant check engine lights, and complete system failures that leave them stranded. Software glitches cause random warnings, safety system malfunctions, and infotainment freezes that make the Hornet feel more like a beta test than a production vehicle. The interior quality is embarrassing for the price point, with owners reporting cheap materials, squeaks, and rattles that appear within months of purchase. Then there are the recalls. Thousands of Hornets have been pulled back for a brake defect that could cause the pedal to disengage under pressure. Yes, your brakes might stop working while you're driving. Dealer inventories tell the real story. According to industry data, Dodge dealers are stuck with Hornets sitting on lots for an average of 266 days. That's nearly 9 months of inventory, more than 4 times what's considered healthy. Even with desperate discounts, consumers are staying away. Consumer Reports gave the 2025 Hornet a reliability score of just 30 out of 100, confirming what many industry observers already knew. This is one of the least reliable compact SUVs you can buy today. Save yourself the headache and consider the Mazda CX-30 or Toyota Corolla Cross instead. If you're getting value from this breakdown so far, smash that like button and subscribe. We're just getting started with the absolute worst offenders on this year's list. 7. Jeep Wrangler. Reliability score 27 out of 100. The Jeep Wrangler trades on its iconic status and off-road capability, but when it comes to reliability, this legend has feet of clay. Despite commanding premium prices, starting above $40,000 and easily exceeding $60,000 for loaded Rubicon models, the 2025 Wrangler earned a pathetic reliability score of just 27 out of 100. Steering issues remain the Wrangler's most dangerous flaw. Owners report alarming highway wandering and loose steering feel that makes the vehicle unpredictable at speed. This isn't just annoying, it's potentially deadly. Add in suspension components that wear out with shocking speed, and the Wrangler can feel dangerously unstable for a vehicle costing $50,000. The 4xe plug-in hybrid models add another layer of problems, with owners reporting charging failures, battery management issues, and power delivery glitches that leave them stranded. One frustrated owner on a Jeep forum put it bluntly, "Love the Jeep image, hate the constant trips to the dealer." What's most infuriating is that Jeep has known about these issues for years across multiple generations of the Wrangler, yet continues to charge premium prices for a vehicle with reliability scores that would embarrass economy car manufacturers. They're selling an image, not engineering excellence. If you need genuine off-road capability with better reliability, consider the Toyota 4Runner. It may not have the Wrangler's open-air experience, but you'll spend your time actually driving instead of waiting at the service department. 6. Volkswagen Taos. Reliability score 24 out of 100. The Volkswagen Taos arrives with European styling and a starting price around $25,000 that can quickly climb past $35,000 for loaded models. What you won't get for that money? Reliability. With just 158 horsepower, the Taos feels severely underpowered, especially when loaded with passengers or cargo. But worse than being slow, it suffers from unpredictable throttle response and transmission behavior that makes even daily driving frustrating. Owners report constant lurching at low speeds and an 8-speed transmission that seems perpetually confused about which gear to select. Electrical gremlins plague the Taos as well, from infotainment freezes to random warning lights and sensor failures. The interior quality falls far short of expectations, with cheap plastics and rattles appearing within months of purchase, embarrassing for a brand that once prided itself on solid German engineering. Recalls have already targeted fuel system and electrical issues underlining the model's fundamentally flawed design. One owner described the Taos as the worst car purchase decision of my life after experiencing 3 major mechanical failures in the first year of ownership. Consumer Reports gave the 2025 Taos a reliability score of just 24 out of 100. Ranking it among the least dependable subcompact SUVs available today. For similar money, the Mazda CX-30 or Honda HR-V offer dramatically better reliability and higher quality interiors. 5. Volkswagen Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport. Reliability score 24 out of 100. If you thought the Taos was Volkswagen's only reliability disaster, think again. The larger Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport earned equally dismal reliability scores while commanding much higher prices, starting near $40,000 and climbing past $50,000 for loaded models. For 2025, VW dropped the V6 engine option, leaving only the 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. While this engine looks decent on paper, owners report severe real-world problems. Hesitation, turbo lag, and rough shifts from the 8-speed automatic transmission, especially at low speeds when you need predictable power the most. Electrical and infotainment glitches have become a VW trademark. Owners describe frozen screens, lagging controls, and random warning lights that make ownership feel more like beta testing than driving a premium European SUV. Interior quality also draws frequent complaints, with cheap plastics, rattles, and premature wear undermining the Atlas's value proposition. What's truly outrageous is that VW has known about many of these problems since the Atlas launched, yet continues selling essentially the same vehicle year after year with minimal improvements to reliability. They're banking on style-conscious consumers who won't research reliability ratings before signing a 5-year loan for a vehicle that may not last that long without major repairs. Both Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport received an abysmal 24 out of 100 reliability score from Consumer Reports. If you need a 3-row family SUV that won't leave you stranded, look at the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, or Toyota Highlander instead. All offer substantially better reliability ratings. 4. Jeep Wagoneer. Reliability score 22 out of 100. The Jeep Wagoneer represents Stellantis' attempt to break into the premium full-size SUV segment dominated by Cadillac, Lincoln, and GMC. Starting at $60,000 and climbing well past $80,000 for loaded models, the Wagoneer promises luxury and capability. What it delivers instead is headache after headache. Electrical problems top the list of owner complaints. From malfunctioning driver assistance features to glitchy infotainment systems, the Wagoneer's technology often feels half-baked despite its premium price tag. One owner described their experience as paying for a luxury experience but getting economy car reliability. Powertrain issues cast an even darker shadow over the Wagoneer. The new twin turbocharged inline-6 engine, replacing the old HEMI V8, has already shown concerning symptoms. Engine trouble codes, warning lights, and reliability concerns that raise serious questions about its long-term durability. What's particularly troubling is that the Wagoneer shares many components with other problematic Stellantis vehicles, suggesting these aren't isolated incidents but rather systemic quality control issues affecting the entire corporate lineup. For a vehicle commanding luxury prices, this level of reliability is simply unacceptable. Consumer Reports gave the 2025 Wagoneer a reliability score of just 22 out of 100, making it one of the least dependable full-size SUVs on the market today. If you need a premium 3-row SUV, The Lincoln Navigator and Cadillac Escalade both offer better reliability ratings, while the Toyota Sequoia will likely outlast all of them. 3. Ford Escape Hybrid. Reliability score 21 out of 100. The Ford Escape Hybrid promises impressive fuel economy and family-friendly utility, with prices starting around $32,000 and climbing past $40,000 for loaded models. What Ford doesn't advertise is the model's dismal reliability record, earning it a pathetic 21 out of 100 score from Consumer Reports. Owners report significant problems with the hybrid system, including rough transitions between gas and electric power that make daily driving jarring and unpredictable. More concerning are the battery malfunctions that have left some owners stranded. Issues that raise serious questions about the system's longevity once the warranty expires. Electronics add another layer of frustration, with infotainment glitches, frozen screens, and random warning lights becoming common complaints. Even the driver assistance features like lane keeping and adaptive cruise control have been criticized for inconsistent performance. Hardly confidence-inspiring in a family vehicle. Interior quality lags far behind competitors, with cheap plastics, rattles, and premature wear making the Escape feel less refined than similarly priced options from Honda and Toyota. One owner described their 3-year-old Escape Hybrid as feeling like it's already 10 years old due to rapid interior deterioration. Consumer Reports ranked the 2025 Escape Hybrid as the least reliable hybrid SUV this year with its 21 out of 100 score. For similar money, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and Honda CR-V Hybrid offer dramatically better reliability ratings and superior build quality, making them much smarter long-term investments. 2. Mazda CX-70 PHEV and CX-90 PHEV. Reliability score 15 out of 100. Mazda's new CX-70 and CX-90 plug-in hybrids were supposed to showcase the brand's upmarket ambitions, combining premium interiors with efficient hybrid powertrains. Instead, they've become cautionary tales about rushing new technology to market before it's ready. With prices starting around $45,000 and climbing past $60,000 for loaded models, these Mazda PHEVs promise luxury and efficiency. What they deliver instead are hybrid systems plagued by check engine lights, charging faults, and sudden power loss that leave owners stranded. Some drivers report their vehicles becoming completely undrivable until systems are reset. Hardly the premium experience Mazda advertises. Software issues compound these problems, with infotainment glitches, system crashes, and inconsistent driver assistance features that make these SUVs feel unrefined despite their upscale marketing. What's particularly shocking is the rapid reliability score decline for a brand that historically performed well in dependability rankings. Mazda's ambition to move up market appears to have come at the expense of the reliability that once defined the brand, leaving early adopters of these new models facing frequent dealer visits and mounting frustration. Consumer Reports gave both the 2025 CX-70P HEV and CX-90P HEV reliability scores of just 15 out of 100, making them the second most unreliable SUVs of the year. If you're looking for a premium hybrid SUV, the Lexus NX Hybrid and Toyota Venza offer similar luxury with proven reliability. 1. Jeep, Grand Cherokee and Grand Cherokee 4xe. Reliability score 12 out of 100. Topping Consumer Reports' list of the most unreliable SUVs, or perhaps more accurately bottoming it, is the Jeep Grand Cherokee and its plug-in hybrid 4xe sibling. With a reliability score of just 12 out of 100, these vehicles earn the dubious distinction of being the least reliable SUVs you can buy in 2025. For vehicles commanding premium prices, starting around $40,000 and easily exceeding $70,000 for loaded models, this level of unreliability is nothing short of scandalous. Jeep markets the Grand Cherokee as refined and capable, but owners describe a very different reality. The plug-in hybrid system has proven especially problematic, with owners reporting charging faults, sudden warning lights, and powertrain failures that leave these expensive SUVs sidelined for weeks while waiting for parts. Some describe multiple dealer visits with no lasting fix, suggesting fundamental design flaws rather than isolated incidents. Even the conventional gas models aren't spared. Reports of electrical glitches, random stalling, and sensor malfunctions are common, alongside concerns about transmission hesitation and rough shifting. For a flagship model commanding luxury-adjacent prices, these problems are inexcusable. What's most infuriating is that many of these issues have persisted across multiple model years, suggesting Stellantis is fully aware of the problems, yet continues selling these vehicles without implementing comprehensive fixes. They're counting on the Grand Cherokee's strong brand image to override concerning reliability data, a cynical calculation that puts profits ahead of customer satisfaction. Consumer Reports' verdict is the harshest possible, a reliability score of just 12 out of 100, the worst of any SUV for 2025. If you need a midsize SUV with actual reliability, the Toyota 4Runner, Honda Passport, or Mazda CX-5 all offer dramatically better dependability ratings and will likely still be running long after the Grand Cherokee has been towed to the junkyard. The consequences of buying these unreliable SUVs extend far beyond occasional inconvenience. They represent genuine financial threats to American families already struggling with inflation and economic uncertainty. Consider this. The average repair cost for a major powertrain failure exceeds $5,000, money most Americans don't have sitting in emergency funds. When your SUV suffers a catastrophic failure just after the warranty expires, you're faced with impossible choices. Drain your savings, take on high-interest credit card debt, or continue making payments on a vehicle you can't even drive. Even more disturbing is how these reliability issues affect safety. When engines stall unexpectedly, electrical systems fail, or safety features malfunction, they don't just leave you inconvenienced, they put your family at risk. A vehicle that breaks down on a remote highway or loses power during a critical safety maneuver isn't just unreliable, it's dangerous. The financial impact continues long after the initial repairs. Vehicles with documented reliability problems suffer catastrophic depreciation, often losing 15 to 20% more value over 5 years compared to reliable models. That $60,000 SUV with chronic problems might be worth just $20,000 in 5 years. A financial bloodbath that leaves owners underwater on their loans and unable to escape the cycle. The most shocking aspect of these reliability failures isn't just their severity, it's the deliberate corporate calculation behind them. Internal documents and whistleblower reports from multiple manufacturers reveal that many of these problems were identified during development, but deliberately left unaddressed to meet cost targets and production deadlines. In boardrooms across the automotive industry, executives make cold calculations about what they call acceptable failure rates, essentially deciding how many of their customers they're willing to leave stranded with defective vehicles. They weigh the cost of proper engineering solutions against the projected warranty claim expenses, choosing the option that maximizes short-term profits regardless of the impact on customers. Even more disturbing is the discovery that some manufacturers design components specifically to survive just beyond the warranty period. Engineers are sometimes instructed to ensure parts last for the warranty duration, plus a small buffer, creating the impression of quality while minimizing the company's financial exposure when inevitable failures occur. This explains why so many catastrophic problems conveniently appear at 40,000 to 60,000 miles, just as warranty coverage ends. It's not coincidence, it's corporate strategy. And it's happening with your family's safety and financial well-being hanging in the balance. Perhaps most alarming of all is how manufacturers use their substantial legal resources to fight legitimate warranty claims, often forcing customers to sign non-disclosure agreements before receiving repairs for known defects. This creates an information vacuum where each owner believes their problem is isolated rather than part of a systematic failure affecting thousands of vehicles. Remember how we started this video discussing Americans getting robbed blind in today's SUV market? The 12 vehicles we've examined represent the worst offenders. SUVs so unreliable that only someone completely ignorant of reliability data would consider purchasing them. From the Jeep Compass's chronic oil consumption to the Grand Cherokee's catastrophic 12 out of 100 reliability score, these vehicles demonstrate how manufacturers continue charging premium prices for fundamentally flawed products. They're counting on marketing, emotional appeal, and consumer ignorance to override the damning reliability data that should send rational buyers running in the opposite direction. What makes this situation particularly outrageous is that reliable alternatives exist in every segment. While Jeep, Volkswagen, and certain GM products continue selling SUVs with third-world reliability scores, brands like Toyota, Mazda, and Honda offer vehicles with proven dependability records, often at lower prices. The choice is yours. You can pay $50,000 for an SUV that might leave you stranded within 3 years, or you can invest in a vehicle engineered to deliver hundreds of thousands of trouble-free miles. Only one of these choices makes financial sense, and only one respects your family's safety and your hard-earned money. If this video saved you from making a $50,000 mistake, the least you can do is hit that subscribe button and share this information with friends and family before they fall victim to the same predatory practices. We'll continue exposing the unfiltered truth about the automotive industry that other channels are too afraid to tell you. Thanks for watching, and remember, knowledge is your best defense against an industry that often prioritizes profits over people.